When discussing the biggest jerks in Hollywood history, several names come to mind that have left a lasting impression for all the wrong reasons. One figure often mentioned is a certain actor whose temper tantrums on set have become legendary. Stories of him berating crew members and throwing objects in frustration paint a picture of someone who is difficult to work with. Another notorious personality is a director known for his harsh treatment of actors, often pushing them to their limits and creating a toxic environment. His reputation for being demanding and unyielding has led many to avoid collaborating with him. Additionally, a famous comedian has made headlines for his rude behavior during interviews and public appearances. His sharp tongue and dismissive attitude towards fans and fellow performers have earned him a spot on this list. A well-known producer also stands out, notorious for his manipulative tactics and bullying behavior, which have left many feeling powerless in his presence. Moreover, a pop star's diva-like demands and erratic behavior have made her a controversial figure in the industry. Her insistence on special treatment and her outbursts have alienated many who once admired her. Another actor, with a reputation for being self-centered and arrogant, has often been criticized for his lack of consideration for others, both on and off the set. As the stories unfold, it becomes clear that these individuals have not only impacted their careers, but have also shaped the experiences of those around them in negative ways. The entertainment industry is filled with tales of egos clashing and personalities colliding, revealing a darker side to fame that often goes unnoticed. Despite his legendary status as a tough guy actor, John Wayne's personal beliefs were often controversial and divisive. He openly opposed the idea of African Americans holding political office, reflecting a mindset that many would consider outdated and discriminatory. His views on homosexuality were equally harsh, as he condemned it publicly, which alienated many in the LGBTQ community. However, in a surprising twist, Wayne formed a friendship with Rock Hudson, a well-known actor who was later revealed to be gay. This friendship showcased a complex side of Wayne, as he navigated his public persona while maintaining personal relationships that contradicted his outspoken beliefs. The contrast between his on-screen heroics and off-screen attitudes raises questions about the nature of celebrity and the values that society holds. Wayne's legacy is a mix of admiration for his film roles and criticism for his views, making him a figure of both respect and controversy in Hollywood history. During the filming of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, the rivalry between Joan Crawford and Bette Davis reached intense levels. Their competition was not just about acting, but also about personal animosities that had built up over the years. Crawford's calculated actions at the Oscars further highlighted her complex personality. When she accepted an award on behalf of another actress, it was seen as a strategic move, a way to assert her dominance, and perhaps even to get back at Davis. This moment was emblematic of Crawford's approach to her career and relationships in Hollywood, where she often played the game of revenge with precision. Accounts from her daughter reveal a darker side to Crawford's life. These insights paint a picture of a troubled personal life filled with struggles and conflicts. The tension between her public persona and private reality adds depth to her character. Crawford's fierce ambition and desire for recognition often overshadowed her personal relationships, leading to a legacy that is as complicated as it is fascinating. Her story serves as a reminder of the lengths some will go to in the pursuit of fame, and the personal costs that can accompany such a relentless drive. Known as Uncle Milty, Milton Berle was a prominent figure in the entertainment world, but his legacy is not without controversy. He earned a reputation as a joke thief, which tarnished his image among peers and fans alike. Many comedians accused him of taking their material without credit, leading to a sense of mistrust in the comedy community. This behavior created professional conflicts that followed him throughout his career. One notable strained relationship was with RuPaul, who expressed frustration over Berle's attitude and actions. Their interactions highlighted the generational divide in comedy and the evolving nature of performance. Additionally, Berle faced significant repercussions for his behavior, including a lifetime ban from hosting NBC's Saturday Night Live. This ban reflected the network's desire to distance itself from his controversial reputation. Despite his talent and contributions to television, these issues have led many to view him as one of the more difficult personalities in Hollywood history. Reports have surfaced regarding Gene Kelly's alleged controversial donation to the Irish Republican Army, stirring debate among fans and critics alike. This claim paints a stark contrast to the beloved image of Kelly, who is best known for his incredible on-screen charisma and talent in classic musicals like Singin' in the Rain. His widow has firmly denied these allegations, asserting that violence was never part of his character. This defense highlights the complexity of Kelly's legacy, as he was a man who brought joy and artistry to audiences around the world. The rumors of his involvement with the IRA seem to clash with the vibrant and energetic persona he portrayed in his films. While some may view these allegations as a blemish on his reputation, others argue that they do not define the man who danced his way into the hearts of millions. The contrast between his rumored actions and his public persona raises questions about the nature of celebrity and the narratives that surround them. Mickey Rooney's life and career were marked by both incredible talent and a reputation for being difficult. Lieutenant in his autobiography and various accounts, he portrayed himself as abrasive and rude, which significantly tarnished his image in Hollywood. Despite being a gifted actor with a remarkable ability to entertain, his behavior often overshadowed his accomplishments. Many who worked with him described experiences that were less than pleasant, noting that his temperament could create a tense atmosphere on set. This abrasive nature led to strained relationships with colleagues and friends alike. While Rooney was celebrated for his performances in films and on stage, the stories of his rudeness and lack of consideration for others became a part of his legacy. His talent was undeniable, but the way he treated those around him left a lasting impression that many found hard to overlook. The contrast between his artistic brilliance and his personal conduct paints a complex picture of a man who was both loved and disliked in equal measure. Despite her glamorous image, Zsa Gabor had a complicated and controversial side that many people remember. She was known for her beauty and charm, but her relationship with her daughter, Francesca Hilton, was far from perfect. Reports suggest that Gabor mistreated Francesca, leaving her with minimal inheritance after her passing. This behavior has drawn criticism and led some to label her as a difficult person in Hollywood. Gabor's fame and success did not protect her from scrutiny. Many have compared her actions to those of modern celebrities, like the Kardashians, who often face backlash for their behavior and lifestyle choices. The contrast between her public persona and private life raises questions about the true nature of celebrity and the responsibilities that come with it. While she dazzled on screen and at social events, the darker aspects of her life reveal a more complex character. This duality makes her a figure of intrigue and controversy in Hollywood history, as her legacy is not just about her glamorous roles, but also about her troubled relationships and the impact of her choices on those closest to her. Known for her fierce personality on and off-screen, Bette Davis made a lasting impression in Hollywood. Her reputation for being outspoken was legendary. There are stories of her clearing out a restaurant with a verbal tirade, showcasing her unwillingness to tolerate disrespect or nonsense. On set, her intense presence commanded attention. She was not just an actress, she was a force of nature, often pushing her co-stars and directors to their limits. This fierce attitude contributed to her iconic status in the film industry. Her personal life was equally dramatic, filled with numerous affairs that added to her mystique. Bette's relationships were often tumultuous, reflecting her passionate nature. She was known to be both captivating and difficult, a combination that made her a complex figure in Hollywood. Her ability to portray strong, independent women on screen mirrored her real-life persona. Bette Davis was not just a star. She was a symbol of defiance and strength, leaving an indelible mark on the film industry that continues to be discussed today. Errol Flynn's life was filled with controversy and scandal that overshadowed his successful acting career. He was a charismatic figure in Hollywood, known for his swashbuckling roles and charm. However, his reputation was marred by serious allegations. There were claims of same-sex affairs and Nazi sympathies, which, although later debunked, contributed to a tarnished image. Flynn faced significant legal troubles, including trials for statutory rape, which further damaged his standing in the public eye. As he aged, his once glamorous reputation began to decline, and he struggled with personal issues, including alcoholism. The combination of these factors led to a complex legacy, where his talent as an actor was often overshadowed by the darker aspects of his life. Despite his contributions to film, the controversies surrounding him left a lasting impression, making him a figure of both admiration and disdain in Hollywood history. Despite his charming voice and successful career, Bing Crosby had a darker side that many may not know about. His approach to parenting was harsh and often severe. He used strict disciplinary tactics that included stern lectures and physical punishment. One of the most alarming methods he employed was a studded leather belt, which he would use to instill fear and obedience in his children. This kind of discipline was not just limited to physical punishment. He also resorted to extreme measures like the drowning treatment in the bathtub, a method that many would find shocking and unacceptable today. His troubled relationships did not stop with his family. Crosby had a complicated and often tense relationship with his longtime co-star Bob Hope. Their partnership, which brought joy to many through their films and performances, was marred by underlying conflicts. These tensions hinted at a more difficult personality behind the beloved public figure. While Crosby's musical talents and film roles made him a household name, the reality of his personal life reveals a man who struggled with his own demons and the impact of his actions on those closest to him. Behind the charm and humor that made him a beloved figure in film, Charlie Chaplin had a more complicated and troubling side. Known for his iconic character, the Tramp, Chaplin was a master of silent film, captivating audiences with his unique blend of comedy and pathos. However, reports suggest that his demanding nature on set often led to a tense atmosphere. He had high expectations for his cast and crew, which sometimes resulted in harsh treatment. This relentless pursuit of perfection could overshadow the collaborative spirit that is essential in filmmaking. In his personal life, Chaplin's relationships were marked by turmoil. He was married multiple times, and accounts indicate that he exhibited abusive behavior towards his wives. His struggles with intimacy and commitment often led to conflicts that marred his personal happiness. Despite his immense talent and contributions to cinema, these darker aspects of his character reveal a man who was not just a genius, but also deeply flawed. The contrast between his public persona and private life paints a complex picture of a man who, while celebrated, also faced significant personal challenges.